Back here at the half, Mount Pleasant High School Region 6A Boys Championship game. Mustangs and the CA Bulldogs tied at 33. We want to welcome everybody in here at the half on MustangsTV.com, and we want to welcome in Coach Ashley Rutledge of the Lady Mustangs. Coach, one heck of a ball game tonight, and even if that was the only game tonight, I think everybody in here got their money's worth. If not, I think they need to give a little extra, because that was one heck of a game played by not only Perry County, but the Lady Mustangs through 3 overtimes. Absolutely effort, fight, but we come up 1 point short. I'm not even sure how you even talk about that game, because there were so many swings and valleys and highs. Just kind of go ahead and give us your take of the girls tonight here in this Region 6A championship game.
Well, I think, we struggled the second half, or the second quarter in offense, and we went into halftime. We challenged a few kids saying, listen, this is your time, step up. We want to see you, step up and shine and take a lead for your team. And I was really proud of how they responded after halftime. Our post play kind of woke up, and we had a couple guards kind of wake up, First half, got to give it to Riley Littrell. She played her full heart out. She wasn't hitting the shots that she wanted to, but, Buddy, she was scrapping for every rebound that she could scrap for. And, I told our girls that tonight's teams, both are talented. It's going to come down to heart and execution. So, after the game, I told the girls to hang their head high. We're not going to look down. We're not done. But I was so proud of them that triple overtime, a lot of teams would have folded. They didn't fold. A few calls don't go our way, and if they go a different way, there's a different outcome, But, the girls learned something. They learned to fight through adversity. And, Sabry and Riley, they played a lot of minutes, maybe 15 minutes with 4 fouls. And, you can't ask 2 kids to give a better effort than that. But, they came out on top. I think we're both 2 talented teams, and it could have went either way tonight.
Absolutely. All is not done. We will play Monday night. We will travel up to Aaron, Tennessee to take on Houston County, as they were victorious tonight over Community. I know you've already got film coming in already. We've seen Kyle looked over and laughed at me, and he's like, Coach Rutledge already got film coming in. So quick turnaround right there. You got to have it. I know they played Collinwood earlier. Collinwood defeated them earlier in the season. Can you give us anything right now of what you know about Houston County?
Well, of course, they've got Abby Dew, the finalist for Miss Basketball. I believe she's the point guard. I think a lot goes through her. I think she's got 4, players around her, but I think she's the one that gets everything going, and I'm going to be interested in what she can do with Riley Littrell on her,
Absolutely. I was impressed late in the fourth quarter and all through overtime. Destiny Gobble really stepped up her intensity. Brooks, of course, played absolutely tremendous for Perry County, and you got to tip your hat to her for some of the athletic shots she had, but most of them were contested down low. But Destiny really played hard, denied her the ball a lot, and it really raised the intensity of everybody else on the floor. I mean, we went from down 10 to tie it up to get the lead, and then after that it was just one punch, from each team back and forth. And to me, I think it was a lot of fight carried over from the game the other night against Frank Hughes. We showed a lot of toughness in that game.
In our last 2 region games, we pointed out that every quarter we won. So out of 8 quarters, we've won every single one of them. Tonight, our goal, any quarter we played, we said, let's win it. We won the first. The second, we did not win. Third, we came out even, and we said it's going to come down to fourth. So, and I guess, we kind of was even kill up until the end. And, these girls could have folded. They didn't. They battled back. And I think right now we're playing some of our best ball. If we can get Houston County, and I feel confident the girls can do what it takes. If we can get them, I'm thinking we're playing our best ball right now.
And you got to think, even though you do come up short by 1, even sometimes an emotional loss like this can really bring a team together and play. Of course, they've played unselfish all year, but just knowing, you can come down from 10 and carry that fight to a team who's only lost 2 games all season. Of course, we've played them close all 3 times and now 4.
Right.
And, a lot of times that momentum really pushes you through to the next game. And like you said, you want to play your best ball now, and we are.
Right. And I don't know if it's on Coach T or Max Preps, and you look at strength and schedule, and something we've been pointing out to our girls. We were number 2 on some lists in strength and schedule. We don't take that lightly. You look at our schedule, and it has been tough just within our district. Well, catching Lawrence County twice, catching Giles County, going down to the Christmas tournament. We caught one of the state champions. They won today. We caught another team that may have maybe on their way to winning their state champion. You know, these girls have been through a lot this year, and they've only gotten better and better, and you're seeing, some kids off the bench step up and do a few things that we like to see. But, I couldn't be any more proud of our girls. I'm disappointed. They're disappointed. We wanted to win. We wanted to be back at the barn one more time, but I told my girls we look good in black, so let's travel. We play good on the road. Let's take it up to Houston County, no fear.
And let's face it, this is not uncommon territory for the Lady Mustangs. Last year, second in the regular season, fourth in the district tournament, second in the region tournament. We head to the road. We packed our bags. We went to community, come away with a tough, hard-fought 2-point win there.
Right.
And that propelled us all the way to the Final Four of the state tournament. And this team is absolutely capable of doing just that. As you said, with the competition that we face and the ball that they're playing right now, that is not out of any idea that we can be right back there and possibly placing another Perry County team once again.
Right. And, I was talking to Coach Edney before, and she said, listen, I think you'd match up good with any team because you have a lot of presence inside. And then, of course, I'm texting Coach McGill, and he says, I think you're going to match up well with them. So, I appreciate when we can stay within our district, and, some coaches, we help each other out. And I appreciate those two giving kind of words of wisdom. And McGill helping me. I've already, he's a great coach. I just kind of said, send me some suggestions on what you think to do. And, we know what we got to do. We got to make fewest mistakes. We got to travel over there and be confident. And, we got 4 seniors, and they're not ready to give it up yet. So we're going to take the fight to them.
Absolutely. Sometimes when you're backed into a corner and you're outnumbered, that's when you play your best. And
right.
Absolutely, you gotta be impressed not only with how the Lady Mustangs have played throughout the season, through the district tournament, through this region tournament, but you got to tip your hat to the Mustang fans in the Black Hole and the support that they've brought up here to Mount Pleasant for all 3 games.
Right. I mean, I want to thank our cheerleaders. They do a great job of getting the crowd up in the student section. And I remember at one point in the game, I had a lot of points where I could take a moment and just kind of soak it in. And as a coach, I'm able to do that because I'm not the one actually playing out there. But I just kind of looked around me and I saw everybody cheering. I just kind of soaked it in for a second because you don't get games where it's packed out like this many, many times. And, I'm not going to remember this loss a whole lot. I'm going to remember the heart and the fight of my girls, and I'm going to remember all these Mustang fans standing up cheering, and that's just special. It's something that'll go with us for a long time.
Absolutely. I know during your playing career you got to live through those things at Lawrence County High School, making many trips to Murfreesboro, and I know you want that for all of these Lady Mustangs who haven't been a part of that experience thus far, because it is something that lasts with you on, and I know you can pull from that experience in your time at Freed Hardeman with the terrific teams that you had there, along with Coach Jana Gobble. Y'all can relay that to the girls of how special it is. And as you said, those 4 seniors not ready to close things up just yet. We got about 1 minute and 25 seconds on the clock. Both teams out warming up. Mustangs out taking some shots here late before the half is up. Coach, do we know a time yet?
I'm going to be honest, I don't.
Okay, I know it's pretty early on. I know their game itself, they went into overtime as well.
Right.
They didn't want the entertainment value of going 3, so they settled theirs in the first 4 minutes.
Right.
That's just it's hard to imagine. I don't think I've ever seen a 3 overtime game like that was just so intense and highly competitive between 2 teams.
2 very talented teams. I mean, that's a fun game to watch.
I don't know. I didn't have a whole lot of fun there for a while. It was stomach turning, and
I agree with that.
And we receiving texts and Facebook notifications, and for those who were unfortunate not to be here, they said they were just nail biting, sitting on their seat, and we told them we weren't doing it justice. So, but like I said, all is not done. Lady Mustangs still alive, and the goal is still there to make it to Murfreesboro, make it to the state tournament, and go as deep as you can go. Coach Rutledge, we want to thank you and congratulate you on this tremendous run thus far, and it's not over just yet. So everybody tune in Monday night. Come support the Lady Mustangs at Houston County. If you can't be there, we're going to have the coverage. So, Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you.